Welcome to ISTV English News. First, the top stories. Seminar on the theme Microorganisms, Let Us Observe and Learn, held at Imphal College. Now the news in detail. A seminar on the theme Microorganisms, Let Us Observe and Learn was held today at Imphal College. The seminar was jointly organized by Manipur Science and Technology Council, MASTEC, and Department of Botany, Imphal College. Special Secretary of MASTEC, K.H. Ragumani, and Principal of Imphal College, Ramesh Chandra Hamom were the main guests at the inaugural function. Speaking on the occasion, Director of MASTEC, Surendranath said, microorganisms poses a virus which will spread disease to human beings. In spite of this, microorganisms help in providing benefits to human bodies. The seminar is held to educate people on the benefits of microorganisms, he said.
Microorganisms
Journalists who are working day and night to disseminate news and inform the people about what is happening around in the state are reportedly feeling somewhat unhappy over the non-issuance of press identity cards by the Directorate of Information and Public Relations, Government of Manipur. Most of the journalists are holding the invalid I-cards as the Directorate has not issued the valid cards. The press cards issued by the DIPR are very important, which are not only verified by the CID but also an identity proof of the journalist in recognition of his or her service by the government of Manipur. The validity of the press identity cards issued last year by the Directorate has lapsed on February 28. However, the new identity cards have not been issued till today. Manipur being a conflict-affected and insurgency-prone state, confrontation and shootouts take place between the state and the non-state actors at any time. It is very difficult for the working journalists to work without the valid I-cards by the journalists. Besides, it is not the right way and not an easy task to work without valid cards. Meanwhile, the apex body of journalists, All Manipur Working Journalists Union, is yet to take up any step in this regard. Meanwhile, an official source from the DIPR informed that the press I-cards have been given to the printing press for making and laminating the I-cards. Most of the cards are ready and will start distributing from Friday, March 27. But for the new applicants, their applications have been sent for police verification, the source informed. Vice President of Trinamool Congress M.I. Khan today inspected the condition of the 2-kilometer long road of the Arapati-Awang-Lekai. Minority Muslim organization Kairao Assembly Constituency and Imphal to Urup Diesel Auto Union have jointly started repairing the road. Speaking to the ISTV News, M.I. Khan said to avoid accidents during the rainy season, the road is being repaired. Vice Chancellor and Registrar of Manipur University, who cannot take up necessary action against the heads of departments who allegedly used unfair means while conducting pre-PhD tests, should resign. This was stated by President of Manipur University Students' Union, David, at a press meet held at the office of MUSU today. He further said the university authority agreeing to conduct the pre-PhD test again for 4 departments clearly shows that the tests held earlier were conducted in a manner that contravened the rules.
Musuna tawriba asi miyamini visang sangala lejadaba satragi kunai gidamuktani khanbiraga musuna tawriba sida warobiganu masida candidate sing amadi miyam pumbana mateng pangbiu university se masi amutang mayek sengna
The The Yairupok Bun called against the incident of hurling a petrol bomb on a vehicle that was returning after dropping an eloped girl to her home has greatly affected normal life yesterday. The attack was met on March 22nd by supporters of the Bun called by JC formed in connection with the murder of Lukaman. A middle-aged man was found lying dead inside a Sulab toilet near Kangzabi Lerak under City Police Station last night. Police found a syringe lying near the dead body. It is suspected that he might have died due to overdose of drugs. The dead body has been kept at Reams morgue for medico-legal procedures. The intensity of the protest agitation against the closure of Pong Lambi near Jennings, Porompat is increasing day by day. Many localities of vast Takhel areas have joined the agitation against the closure of the road. Residents of Takhel today staged a sit-in demonstration against the closure of the road at Takhel Bazaar. Many placards with slogans against the closure of the road by Jennings authority were displayed by the protesters. Talking to media persons, a woman protester said, Pong Road is very important and has an integral connection with the history of Manipur. Closure of such road has created a great deal of hardship to the people living near the road in terms of road connectivity and treatment at Jennings as well. The protesters drew the attention of the authority concerned to open the road at the earliest. If the authority fails to do so, the agitation, which is peaceful so far, may become incontrollable, she warned. AE in charge of Koirengai water supply scheme, A.K. Sarachandra, has said that those who are illegally selling water within the jurisdiction of Koirengai water supply scheme should stop immediately. Talking to media persons at the office of Koirengai water supply scheme, A.E. Sarachandra said the department is trying hard to make water available to the public within its jurisdiction. Some people are illegally selling impure water, claiming it to be pure. By using the water, there is a high risk of spreading waterborne diseases, he said. A competition on culture and yoga asana was held today on the campus of B.B. Paul Mental Development Home, Mongsangai. Associate Professor of Manipur College, K. Momon, Associate Professor of Lilong Hauribi College, K. Kunjamani, and retired Headmaster Pramod Caesar were the main guests at the function. Speaking on the occasion, Secretary of All Manipur Mentally Handicapped Persons Welfare Association, Y. Ibo Chauba, said, it is necessary for all people to help mentally challenged persons to lead a normal life. Now the national and international news. A Dornier aircraft of the Indian Navy on a routine training sortie crashed into sea about 20 nautical miles southwest of Goa last night. The naval air station at Goa lost radar and communication touch with the aircraft at 10:02 p.m. on 24th March 2015. The aircraft is feared to have crashed soon thereafter. The aircrew on board the ill-fated aircraft comprised of 2 pilots and 1 observer. 1 pilot was rescued by a passing fishing boat. 6 naval ships and 4 aircraft were immediately deployed to search for remaining 2 officers. The Navy has ordered a board of inquiry into the accident. A search and recovery operation has resumed in the southern French Alps after Tuesday's crash of a German wings plane with 150 people on board. Officials warned the operation could last for days in a remote mountain ravine between Digny and Barcelona. The leaders of Germany, France and Spain are due to visit the crash site. The Airbus A320 flight 4U9525 from Barcelona to Dusseldorf crashed after an 8-minute rapid descent, officials say. There were no survivors. Officials believe 67 of the 144 passengers were German citizens, including 16 pupils returning from an exchange trip. More than 40 passengers were believed to be Spanish, and the flight was also carrying citizens of Australia, Turkey, Denmark, the Netherlands and Belgium. Germanwings, a low-cost airline owned by Germany's main carrier Lufthansa, has an excellent safety record. Using helicopters, a recovery team searched the site on Tuesday and later found one of the two black box flight recorders, a key step in establishing what caused the crash. The Interior Ministry confirmed today it was the cockpit voice recorder and had been damaged in the crash, although it could still provide information. Finding the second box, the flight data recorder, will be a key aim of today's search operation. A team of police officers spent the night on the mountain securing the site. Around 80 people are appearing in court in Myanmar in connection with the student protests that ended in violence. The group took part in a protest 2 weeks ago to demand changes to a controversial new education bill. They were arrested in the town of Latpadan as they tried to force their way through police lines. Video footage showing people being cornered by police and beaten with sticks sparked international condemnation. But President Thein Sein has defended the action of officers, telling a news agency that in many Western countries, a similar situation might have ended in gunfire and death. The students began a protest march from Mandalay to Yangon, also known as Rangoon, in January, in opposition to a bill which centralizes control over higher education. They were calling for more power to be devolved to universities and higher education institutions, the right to form student unions, and teaching in ethnic minority languages. The two sides had been in negotiations, and the authorities had agreed to let the students continue to Yangon. But the students were angered by police opposition when they reached Latpadan, 140 km north of Yangon, and clashes broke out as they attempted to break through police lines. Scores of students and some police officers were injured, while more than 100 people were arrested. And now the top stories once again. Seminar on the theme Microorganisms, Let Us Observe and Learn, held at Imphal College. That's all for now, and keep watching ISTV News Update.